Hey everyone, let's talk about the elephant in the room that South Africa's elite once buried. This right here? This is Gilbert Mosena, President of NEFCOC, the National African Federated Chamber of Commerce. For 60 years, NEFCOC's been fighting for black economic power. And for 30 years, the ANC-led government has failed them. Today, I'm breaking down his speech line by line, because what he's exposing isn't just corruption, it's systematic sabotage. We're diving into land restitution hypocrisy, dead black-owned banks, and why the ANC would rather burn factories than let black people prosper. If you are tired of empty promises and slick politicians, stick around. This commentary's got truth bombs you won't hear on the 7 o'clock news. NAFCOC's 60th anniversary. More like 60 years of ANC betrayal. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Newsfeed PM, the late edition. So the National African Federated Chamber of Commerce and Industry is concerned that the lack of progress in financial transformation has hindered a black economic empowerment in South Africa. NAFCOC President Gilbert Mosena says that the loss of African Bank exemplifies systemic barriers preventing black Africans from gaining economic and financial power. NAFCOC will be commemorating its 60th anniversary with a keynote address by President Cyril Ramaphosa.
I remember suggesting to the late Minister Tito Mboweni to say, why can't government apply the same formula they did with the land restitution? I mean, if the community have lost land, to restore the land back to the community, communities don't pay anything. But then there is a restoration fund that I used to buy the land from whoever have it now and give it back to the community. So we say, let there be a financial restoration because they took the bank from us, and obviously the government must mobilize funding and have it returned to the public.
Let's name the hypocrisy. Tito Mboweni had the power to bail out white banks during the 2008 crash. But when Gilbert demanded financial restitution for black South Africans, silence. The ANC's playbook is clear. Land, use it to win elections. They'll move mountains for land because it looks good politically. But when it comes to giving black people control over their own money, keep it in white hands. They'll never let black people own banks. Never. I am not sure if Gilbert is aware that it was the same Tito who, as Reserve Bank governor, blocked an attempt to establish a black-owned bank. Why? Because economic freedom unravels their entire game to keep black people poor, impoverished, and dependent on them.
Another pressing concern has been the situation with Galvano Textiles. The company is a globally recognized manufacturer of textiles which ceased operating in 2021 but was bought by NAFCOC with the aim of resurrecting it, but the acquisition has been halted by a court battle while 162 employees lost their jobs.
Other races thought it would not be proper for them to have black people producing something that they will be wearing every day. You see, that type of a mentality is very wrong.
Wow. Just wow. Can we talk about how disgusting this mentality is? Producing clothes for themselves. Heaven forbid black people actually create value for themselves instead of waiting for crumbs from someone else's table. The ANC let Galvano die, just like they murdered African Bank, which was originally a black-owned institution. They didn't lift a finger to save it. Why? Because the ANC hates black producers. They want us begging for jobs, not creating them. Liberation. Don't make me laugh. The ANC is allergic to black wealth. They'd rather lick the boots of white capital than let us eat at the table. And let me tell you something. Those 162 jobs lost aren't just numbers. Their lives destroyed.
So we have approached our government clearly to say, assist us, bail us out, make sure that we don't lose this asset, because this asset belongs to all South Africans.
Bailouts. The ANC only bails out white capital and their cronies. African Bank, let it burn. Galvano Textiles, let it rot. But when white CEOs cry, the ANC opens the vault. This isn't incompetence, it's policy. The ANC wants black South Africans to be permanent consumers, not producers. Apartheid 2.0, and the ANC are the architects. Does Galvano Textiles belong to all South Africans? Then act like it. Put your money where your mouth is, government. Or admit once and for all that this whole Rainbow Nation thing is nothing but smoke and mirrors.
Despite these challenges, NAFCOC remains resilient. The 60th anniversary celebration is not just a reflection on past achievement, but also a moment to strategize for the future. President Cyril Ramaphosa is scheduled to deliver the keynote address at the event. As NAFCOC marks 60 years, it says its main focus is to reconfigure and ensure that the continent is not recolonized.
Recolonized? The ANC has already sold us out. They're the middlemen for white monopoly capital. 30 years in power, and what's changed? Black banks? Dead. Black factories? Sabotaged. The ANC loves apartheid's economy. It lets them play hero while keeping us in chains. Celebrating survival isn't enough. We need victory, real, tangible change. The ANC's dirty secret. They need black poverty to survive. Share this before they delete it. Tag the ANC, make them sweat.